4-H agent in Rowan County. We are so excited that you are here to experience our 4-H summer fun program called So Much Fun. Throughout the videos, you will learn all sorts of sewing skills as demonstrated by our Family and Consumer Sciences agent, Toy Degree. But at the beginning of every video, we will have the 4-H pledge. So please stand and join us in doing the 4-H pledge.
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Hello, I'm Toy Degree, the Family and Consumer Education Agent with Rowan County Cooperative Extension. Today I'm here to give you information that will get you ready for So Much Fun. So Much Fun is a summer fun activity that will teach participants the basic hand stitches that everyone should know to be able to mend their clothing and also sew a button on. Throughout this video, I will give you information to get you started so that you will start the project feeling confident and be successful throughout. Join me for this video as well as others that will give you information that will help you be successful. Today's objectives will be the following. I will provide you with the purpose of the project, identify the items that you will find in your kit, demonstrate how to prepare your pattern pieces for your stitches, demonstrate how to thread a needle, identify and demonstrate the proper use of a thimble, and hopefully after it's all said and done, you will be ready to begin your project with confidence. So let's get started. About the project, knowing basic hand sewing techniques is a basic life skill that everyone needs to know. This will allow you to make repairs quickly and do small projects. Even if you have a sewing machine, there will be times when you can do the hand stitches better, quicker, and it will give you the result you're looking for. So learning how to do them will serve you many purposes throughout your lifetime. Your sewing kit. You will go by the office and you will pick up your sewing kit. Your sewing kit will include the following things. You will have 6 5x5 pieces of fabric, 2 needles, 2 toothpicks, 2 buttons, a thimble, a small spool of thread, written directions with pictures for each stitch, and information and links to tutorial videos. And all of these things will become clearer to you with each of the videos. Now let's go to preparing your fabric pieces for your stitches. You will need to prepare each of your samples to be able to create the stitches. The first thing that I want you to do when you get them is to take them out of your packet. You will only need to prepare 4 of them. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a clean edge. Creating a clean edge will be very important so that your stitches will be visible and they will be easier for you to make as opposed to a raw edge, which I'll show you in just a second. So now let's look at how to prepare your pieces for your stitches. So I've already mentioned to you that you have 6 pieces. You're only going to do 4 stitches and 1 button. So the extra piece is just so, let's say you mess up, so you have another piece. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to press them. Before you press anything, I will ask that you get your parents' help as we don't want there to be any injuries. So I have my pieces already out here. Let me show you the difference between what a pressed with a hem as opposed to a raw. Now, the reason we're pressing them is because this is what a raw edge looks like. You see all the raveling that's coming off here? Well, let's say that you try to sew and you get your stitches caught in that. It's not going to look very good. You're probably going to have a hard time pulling it through. So we're going to create a nice clean edge such as this one so that your stitches will first of all be visible. They'll be nice, they'll be neat, and they will look really well on the fold. So what you need to do is take 4 of your pattern pieces, as I have here. Get your ironing board and your iron and your parents' assistance. And all you're going to do simply is you're going to press them. So basically it says that we're going to do a 1-inch hem. So let's get started. So you see I have my pattern pieces and I have my iron. Simply press it. Hold it down, move it around, just to get it nice and flat. Then you're going to simply fold it up, and I like to fold it up just a little bit, maybe about a 1/2 inch. Press. Hold it for a second or two. And then fold it again. That will give you a nice edge. If there are any pieces that are coming off, trim them, pull them. Tuck them under. In this case, this one is wanting to ravel, which is why I told you to fold down just a little bit first and then do another. Press it. And we have created a nice clean edge for our stitches. I also would like for you to, after you finish your stitch and you've put them along here nice and neat, to come back and just to simply press it again. And that is to set in the stitches. So now we've prepared our fabric, it's time to thread our needle. So of course we're going to need the basics. A needle, thread, and some scissors. Now, for some people, threading a needle can be one of the most challenging things that they do. But we're going to make it easy. So basically, you're just going to roll off some thread. And this is also one thing that I want to be sure that you don't do. Now, when we thread this needle, we're going to use what we call the single thread, which means that we're going to have a long tail and a short tail. I'll tell you the reason for that in just a minute. So just roll off just about arm's length, and then you're going to cut it with your scissors. Try cutting it at an angle. That will make it easier for you to thread. Once you've done that, take the thread, and this may not be the most sanitary thing for some of you, but you're going to put just a little saliva on it. So lick it, get your needle, hold it in your hand, and you are simply going to, and you can't see it, but there is what we call an eye. You are going to thread that needle. You're going to put that thread through the eye of a needle. And if you are successful, you come out like this. So now that it's threaded, you see I have a long tail and I have a short tail. There are 2 reasons why we're doing it this way. Number 1 is because you all are beginners. And number 2, sometimes when you're sewing things, you don't want it to be bulky. So you use a single tail. So what you're going to do is, now that you have it, you are going to want it to have it no more than about arm's length, such as this is pretty good. And what we're going to do is, again, we're going to use some saliva, come to the end of the long tail, Put a little bit of saliva on our fingers. And then we're going to wrap it around our finger to form a knot. And pull it. Well, my knot didn't work so well. And pull it. There's your knot. All the way to the end. When you are sewing, your trick and your challenge will be to, as you sew through your fabric, to pull through the fabric, pull it through, catch it here to hold the short one and pull it through. So we have successfully threaded our needle. Now we move on to the thimble. This is a thimble. What is a thimble? Glad you asked. A thimble is what you use as your hand sewing to push your needle through your fabric. A needle has a sharp end on both sides, and if you're sewing and you're pushing through, it can prick your finger. So the purpose of the thimble is to help you push it through easier. Now, where does your thimble go? Your thimble is going to be placed on your dominant hand that you're sewing with on your middle finger. And so as you're sewing, it will help to push it through. So we have our threaded needle. We have our thimble placed where it's supposed to. Your pattern pieces are ready. And you're ready. So, let's get sewing. Have fun, good luck, happy sewing, and if you need me, call me.